Hello, everyone. Please hit that like button as you guys come in. Sorry, the network had me in chokehold. It was saying that I wasn't, so I think I was on, but then you guys couldn't see me, and then I was getting a text from Tommy saying you guys can't see me. I don't know what's going on, but I hope you guys are here. Please put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me, because at the moment I can't really tell if you guys are in here. I don't know what is going on with the streaming platform today, but please let me know in the chat if you guys are here, because I can't see anybody in here. Okay, I see a comment from Tommy. Okay, good afternoon. Okay, now I can see Tommy's messages. So hopefully moving forward, that means that I will start getting any live chats that you guys put in the chat. So sorry guys. We're back. Ah, wonderful. Watkins puts the one in the chat, so I know you guys can hear me. Fantastic. Tommy says 11111. Okay, girl. Thank you. Heard you loud and clear. Hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, good evening. Where you guys listening to me from? Wherever you guys are listening. Thank you so much for joining in today. Please hit that like button as you guys come in. Please hit that like button. We have quite a bit to cover today. So just please hit that like button as you come in. So, yep, you heard it here. Please hit that like button as you come in. Eunice has put a one in the chat. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I'm just glad you guys can hear me because I was stressed for a minute. I was thinking like, am I about to be in this live by myself? Like, I at some point I even came out of the live again and then came back in and it was still running. So I was like, what is going on? But I'm just glad we're here and you guys can hear me loud and clear. What is everyone drinking today? GG Mama Bolden. Hello, how are you? As you guys can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear me. That's me opening up my can of alcohol-free mojito. I wanted to get the one with alcohol, but I was like, do you know what? I know they kind of told me to kind of hold back a little bit on certain things right now with my health. So I'm just like, okay, maybe let's start with alcohol free for now. Emma Watkins says she's listening from Inglewood, California. Oh, wonderful. I have never been to Inglewood, but maybe I need to put that on my list. What is it like? Tommy is listening from Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, girl. Honestly, I want to come to Lagos for Dirty December. It's been a couple of years since I've been to Lagos for Dirty December. And when I tell you, anyone listening, if you ever consider going to Lagos in December, if you ever want to go to Lagos, first of all, my big advice would be go in December and you will have the best time. Like you would have such a wonderful time. There's always events pretty much almost every day. There's fashion shows. There's just like really exciting things that you can do every single day. Like when I say it was so bad, I had such a good time. I called my mom on the phone. This was years ago, right? I called my mom on the phone. I was like, hey, mom, I really want to live here. I don't want to go back to England. My mom was like, have you found a job there? I said, no. She's like, then I'll see you on Monday. And when I tell you, I didn't even know what to do with myself, honey. I was like, yeah, but that's how much I love me some Dirty December in Lagos. So I'm due for another one, but it definitely the way it's looking like it's probably not going to be this year. I just need to heal and recover this year. But maybe next year you guys will see me Dirty December in Lagos, Nigeria. Maybe like depending on if you guys even want to join, some of y'all maybe we go and turn it up all up in Lagos, and Tommy will help us. We'll have a whole fun little community over there in Lagos, Nigeria for Dirty December. Eunice is Oh, Washington. Wonderful. When I think about Washington, I just think about like Washington being such a like beautiful place, and like I just get this is me. I've never been to Washington, first of all. The only places I think I've been to in the US would be like New York, New Jersey, where else have I been to? Boston. Um yeah, but I've never been to Washington. So maybe I need to add that to the list if there's anything happening over there in Washington. Hi, Laurie Bell. Hello. Welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're listening to us from. Today, your girl is drinking a mojito, alcohol free mojito. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the chat. So, today, what we're talking about, we have a few bits to talk about today. We're going to be talking about a little sprinkle of Martell Holt, and we're going to talk about sort of a little bit about like the aftermath of what has happened now that the custody case has been won in favor of Melody. um I'm also going to play I'm going to play a clip for you guys from Samantha on Cot. Shout out to her. I'm going to just play a few bits from her video because Melody did go live. And you guys know I like to catch Melody's live, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch her live this time around. So I will watch it, or we'll watch it together through Samantha on Cot's page. So we can do that. Um, I do also want to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, and a few other sorts of celebrity news that we've had come up. We're going to talk about Sweet Tea today as well. And if anything else does come up, we will be addressing that as well. So Tommy is drinking water today, very, very healthy. You're very, very healthy. Don't worry, this whole week I have different drinks that I will be like sort of like pushing out today. This week I have like different flavors this week. So today is mojito, tomorrow's gonna be something else, but non-alcoholic all the same. Please click the like button as you guys join in. Please click that like button. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing I really wanted to talk about is it looks like Martell broke the court order. Now, I don't know if something else has been agreed privately, but let me show you guys this. Let me share my screen. Okay. So let me refresh this so it starts from scratch. So have a look. You can see Melia, that is Sugar Mama, and this is Knox. So it's like they're hugging. And Martell decided to post that on his Instagram page. He then says, nothing like that sibling love plus being checked out of school early plus it's Halloween. Now, wasn't it, am I completely wrong? Or was it that they shouldn't have been posting the children on Instagram at all? So I'm quite surprised that this time around it seems that Martell is now started posting the kids, or at least aside posting Sugar Mama. Because it's like, why is he posting Sugar Mama? I thought that they weren't allowed to post the kids. Because then when I had a look at the latest court order, it says something about the minor children, both born to the parties, shall not participate in any television productions or any social media that is for gain or profit without the leave of court or until the children reach the age of majority. So it seems that they're not meant to be posted in any sort of television program, so not on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then it says, or any social media that is for gain or profit without the leave of the court until the minor children reach the age of majority. So I feel like the caveat there is making me consider maybe that means, because it says any social media that is for gain or profit without the leave of the court, which gives the impression that posting on social media, if it's not for the gain or profit, does not require the court's permission, right? Because just posting on social, initially at first I was like, oh, maybe Martell is contradicting the court order. But then now that I reread it, it basically says that posting on social media for gain or profit, but this isn't for gain or profit. It's not like this post is monetized by Martell, right? So I don't think that that is necessarily covered under the order. So it sounds like now the parents can post the children. That is not something that I think I picked up on when I first covered the court's order. I think we're really focused on like the custody, which completely makes sense because seriously, we know we've always been wondering about the custody for such a long time. So I'm not surprised that like that's what we all focused on, to be completely honest. Um but I think now that I reread it, I feel like it may be a situation, let's say for instance, Martell was trying to market his children's book, for instance. He cannot post the children using um he can't post the children to use them to market the book because that is for profit, that is for some sort of gain. But if it's to just post the children, um, casually, if you want to post your kids every now and then, it sounds like they are now allowed to post the children every now and then on their social media pages. Tommy says Melody always tries to never show the kids even when she's on live. Yes, absolutely. She as always, well, I would say when the sort of back and forth in court happened, and he was always trying to insist that Melody couldn't show the kids, and that was a thing that was brought up. So I feel like finally, now that he's posting, I feel like in either way he sort of opened I guess the floodgates, because if you open the floodgates um by posting the children, that means okay, it's all fair game. That means we can post the children. But I think if he was trying to post them to sell something, I think that would have been a problem, in my opinion. So Gigi says, hello, 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 hello. Mel posted a picture of Mariah on her IG stories last week. She has been very careful in their exposure because of backlash she gets from people who don't like her from the show. Absolutely agree. Yes, I think Tommy mentioned that to me, that Melody did post a picture of Mariah on her stories. Yeah, I definitely think that they can now post the children every now and then. I think they just can't use the children to like advertise anything or to get any sort of financial gain in any way, shape, or form. So I think that's what I would say. Hey DG, hello, hello, hello. And yeah, hello to everyone who has just come in. Please hit that like button. The likes are not matching the amount of people in the chat, so please hit that like button as you guys come in. Also, please share the live as well so that other people can find and other people can know we are live. Okay, please and thank you. Also, as you guys are coming in, just put in the chat, what are you drinking? I'm having a mojito. Let us know what you're drinking in the chat. Non-alcoholic mojito. All right, where are we? Okay, so I think now it feels like yes, they can start posting the children. Nice to know we can see more of them. I completely agree. I think that moving forward we'll be able to see a little bit more of the kids. I think in the past it was getting to the point where the way we would see the children would be from like maybe Melody's brother or like some sort of family member posting them, but it wasn't because Melody or Martell were posting them. So I think it would be nice to see more of the children. Of course, yeah, I think it's nice that like at least now we get to see the children. Hopefully very soon we can still like I won't say interacts, but we can see their interactions with their bachelor. Because, like, back then, sometimes when she's packing, you can see them in the background. It would be nice to be able to have things happen organically like that. Because I think, to be honest, I feel like that was what Martell did not want. Martell knew that people loved Melody and people loved the M&M kids, and he just wanted to. Oh, I think we call them four-piece nuggets. Sorry. Um, and I feel like he just wanted to take that away, in a bid to sort of, I guess, make Melody feel some type of way. But in the end, it was a blessing in disguise, because then now she is more, I guess, she is more selective as to how and when she posts the children. So yeah, it all worked out in the end. Okay, my lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, I must say, fair use commentary. I hope that I don't get any sort of copyright issues. But I feel like it should be all right. Shout out to Samantha on Cot. Um, thank you for getting the video of sort of Melody, I guess, talking about pretty much breaking her silence about a lot of the things that have happened recently. I think we've wondered, where does she stand in terms of like, where does she stand in terms of like just day-to-day stuff, right? How is she feeling? We know she's won the court case, but it's like, how are you doing? It's almost like a waiting to exhale moment, right? So I'm definitely very, very excited to hear and watch what Melody has to say. Let me just get the video up here so we can watch it together. It seems like maybe there's been more videos recently, but let's see what comes up as the latest. Okay, I think I see the video. So it looks like Melody went live on a couple of days ago, and she talks about different things, including like winning the court case, all that kind of stuff. Um, so she does have this disclaimer that it was a portion of the lie. So just FYI, it will not be the whole thing, in case you were there. And I don't want people being like, "Oh, why can't you play the whole thing?" I can't play the whole thing. This is not my content. But I will play certain excerpts for you guys so that you guys can see it for yourself. Okay. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Oh, that seems more than a little bit. Let's do this. All right, guys, if it's too fast, then I will fix that. But for now, let's try
for everybody on this live, for real. Everybody on this live who had been praying for me, covering, fasting, and just, sending good energy and good vibes and supporting and showing up. Can we say that? And showing up. Because here's the thing, anybody can talk and say what they will do or say all business, but showing up, man, I am forever grateful. I am forever thankful. It really has shown that you don't have to be in a battle. People who are willing, and this is for you all people who are willing to fight with you. And when I say fight with you, I'm not talking about carnal weapons, but I'm talking about in spirit. There are people willing to fight with you. So I appreciate y'all so, so, so
I have to pause it real there, right there. And guys, like I said, it's not my content, so I do have to keep pausing every now and then. Um, to also give my commentary, because fair use commentary and all that. But I do agree with what she's saying. Sometimes when you're going through a lot, it's easy to feel like you're going through it by yourself. And don't get me wrong, there are moments where I felt that way, where it just feels like, oh, I'm going through things by myself. But then, like she said, sometimes there are people that are ready to go to bat for you. They're ready to pray for you. They're ready to fully like support you and be there for you in that season. And so I feel like absolutely, definitely, there's nothing more beautiful than having those people around you. And when you find those people, like, make sure you rally around them, make sure you are actually there for them, make sure that you show up for them as much as you should.
So much. Thank you, like I said, for your prayers. Those of you who, have been fasting and, just people knowing everything going on. I want to say thank you. And I want to say I appreciate you. So even though I didn't come and run online, it was not because I was ungrateful in any manner to the people who showed up. Listen, I'm not ungrateful in any manner. I literally slowed myself down, paced myself, got plenty of rest, did some reorganization. Let me show y'all what these soaps actually look like too. Did some reorganization, and yeah, here we go. Did some reorganization of some things. Enjoying my pumpkins. Yeah, so I've been good. I've been good. Like I said, recentering myself, regrounding myself. Sometimes whenever you've been in something for so long, you don't even realize the impact that it's having on you. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of becomes the norm. Who know what I'm talking about? Like it kind of becomes the norm.
And to be honest, I can relate to that. Like when you're going through a lot of stuff, it just feels like waiting to exhale, like you've been holding your breath for such a long time. You don't even know what to do with yourself. And I feel like that's very much reminiscent of like, or that's very much what it seems that she has been going through, where it's just like it's been so back to back to back to back. Absolute back to back. If you think about all of the different fights that she's had to deal with Martell over the last couple of years, it's been warfare. And so to be able to come today or get to a point today where it feels like, okay, we're in a better position than we have ever been, I think that is very amazing.
It becomes one of those things where it's like, okay, you've been in it so long, you're used to it. And some things aren't meant for you to get used to, right? Some things you don't need to get used to, but sometimes we do. So after just being able to breathe and exhale, man, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing the past 3 weeks. Breathing, exhaling. Oh, my mama just took those eye gels, I think. Oh, here's a sample. Breathing, exhaling, using my vegan eye gel to make sure I don't have bags under my eyes or wrinkles under my eyes. Y'all need to use this in the morning and at night. It really does work. It really, really does work. Get those crow's feet areas that are prone. I don't have.
Has anyone used the eye gel? Because like I'm just low-key curious, like what's that eye gel saying? Because Melody's eyes look really good, but like I'm just wondering, has anyone used the eye gel? Mel is so appreciative. Yeah, she is. She's always been that way. I think she's very much like always very grateful for whatever it is, even if it's like support. I think that's the thing. It's like I don't think Mel is one of those people that expect support. She is more of like, when I have support, I'm so grateful regardless, right? As opposed to one of those people that are just sitting down being like, where's the support? So I feel like, yeah, it's very much given that, to be honest. Hi, NIH. Ayo, adios. Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, good evening. What are you drinking? Let us know in the chat. Tommy says, so happy it's over now. Marta wanted to tie her down with the drama. Completely agree. I could not agree more. I definitely think that he was trying to tie her down. He was trying to make her uncomfortable. He was trying to distract her. He's like, when someone is just trying to frustrates you with just so much work and life, and so just so much that you have to be constantly dealing with, I feel like that's very much what Martell was trying to do. Did it work? No, because look at her. Instead, she is out here winning, enjoying her life. You know, Seventh Avenue Beauty is doing amazing. So, yeah, I'm definitely happy for her. DG says the high cream is a big seller. I have it, but I'm not consistent with using it, so I won't give it a review. Fair enough. Um, I love a good eye cream, especially one that would like wake your eyes up so quickly and that you just be out here looking good and fresh. You know how sometimes like you can't be bothered to wear makeup, but you also don't want to look like you just rolled out of bed. So having something that can easily like wake your eyes up um is for me, I'm like, I yeah, I love me some of that.
Crow's feet, but I know the areas that are prone to crow's feet. So, oh, thank you, Mel. I purchased. Thank you for purchasing.
Can we talk about how good Mel's skin looks? Because Mel, I think maybe she has a little bit of eye makeup, but it doesn't look like she's wearing makeup on her skin. And her skin looks flawless. She looks really good. I remember like on some of the Love and Marriage Huntsville episodes where she didn't wear makeup, her skin just looked so much like a baby's butt. Like it just looked so soft and so subtle and supple. And it was just so nice and elastic. It was very like she has really good skin. So yeah. Mel is so inspirational. I completely agree. She is very inspirational. Like, she, if you, it's one of those, you know, when you watch certain people and you see how much they achieve and how driven they are, you're even more inspired to go as hard or even go harder than you already do. And I think Mel is the example of that. Like, Mel is the example of like no excuses. You know, it's like no excuses. You have 4 children, but you still get up, you still work. You know, you have multiple businesses. Like she was teaching property preservation classes, now I think she teaches a class about business and how to grow your business and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just like thinking about all of that effort that goes into doing all of these things, as well as then running your products. So, you know, these TikTok lives. It's like that is very full on and that's very intense. And it's just one of those things where it's like, instead of hating, take notes. Like, what can I learn from the way this person handles business? What can I learn from the way in which she connects with her audience? Especially if you're here and you're a business owner, think about how she's been able to build a loyal fan base, a loyal target customer base. Um, and she keeps the customers coming back, not just because they like her, but because she gives quality products. And so it's also like a lesson to people that are in the product space. Don't don't create nonsense. Create something that you can actually use. Create something that other people would be interested in using. Don't snake out, or don't decide to like rip people off and make them buy expensive products that have little to no quality value, right? So I feel like these are some of the things that you can genuinely learn from, like just watching Mel, seeing how she interacts, seeing how she runs her business, see how she interacts with the customers, with people, with her audience, right? With her community. So yeah, if you're a business owner, here are just a few tips that I've mentioned. Now, guys, please hit that like button because the likes are not matching the amount of people in here. And please hit that like button. It is a free way to support the channel. Don't have me out here begging for likes. Like, let the likes match, please, and thank you. All right, let's go.
And
Let me just double check because I feel like I've gotten okay.
oh, I just and even resetting, the energy of it all. Even resetting the energy of it all. I've been doing some work. Like it's been work. It's been work. So just know, even whenever you come off the battlefield, when the war is over, you still have to take some time. I even physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I started back working out with Miss Deborah literally like 3 weeks ago, right? Like 3 weeks ago. And it was so funny because she was like, the last time you trained with me? I said, no, Miss Deborah, when the last time I trained? She was like, March. I said, March. I was like, Miss Deborah, it's been since March. She was like, March. I said, wow. Oh my gosh, really? Like, it's been since March? So
We have 27 likes in the chat, but we have more people in the chat. So please hit that like button. Don't be stingy with the likes. Please and thank you.
just going and going and going and going. I literally realized, how, man, it's almost like you become a robot, but you're not, right? But you're not. So I was able to get back to working out, doing my thing as it relates to that. And and I've lost 7 pounds so far. So I got 23 to go.
Honestly, good for her. She looks really good. And bless Miss Deborah. That's the thing. Sometimes, like when you take a break, if you're not careful, you can take a break or something you think is a couple of days break, and then the next thing you're like, oh, the last time I went to the gym was a year ago, and you're just like, how did this happen? But yeah, sometimes it be like that. Like time just goes by so quickly, and if you're not careful, that can literally just like move away, or time can literally move, um, away so quickly.
But I've lost 7 so far, and just really, for me, this time is a little different for me. This weight loss journey is a little different because I feel like I am more so incorporating habits that I can keep up and continue. No tank tops today, no ma'am. That I can continue on with.
That is such good advice. Like maintaining habits that you can actually keep up with. Because the problem is, if you don't do things that you can keep up with, you will eventually like slack. Excuse me. You eventually slack. You're not going to be able to handle yourself. You will get bored. So it's like, but that is completely pointless. The best things to do is, get on track, do things that you know you can manage. If you know in real life you're never going to be able to do 2 days in the gym every day, or two times a week, then don't start 2 times a week, right? If you know you're never going to be able to, like, I'll give you an example. I know someone that always likes to do 2 days in the gym. No, goes to the gym twice in a day, sorry, twice in a day. And my thing is, twice in a day is not sustainable. So going in the morning and then going in the night is not sustainable. So you choosing to do that is not sustainable. Or things like when people do diets where they're like, I'm just going to do water, and then they do water for how many days and don't eat anything. It's just like these sorts of things. Yes, you may lose some weight, but you will most likely gain the weight back because it's not a sustainable lifestyle. If you're saying you're never going to eat carbs, how many years are you going to go without eating carbs? You will eat carbs eventually. So it's like, why put yourself through that? Instead, just treat like calorie deficit, do what is sustainable for you. For me, I know there's no way the highest I can do when I go to the gym is 5 days a week. Anything more than 5 days a week is overkill for me. What is more comfortable for me is 4 days a week. So that's what I do. And if I feel like, okay, a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, I feel like going to the gym a little extra, then I do one extra day. But if I was out here deceiving myself to think, oh, I will do 6 days a week in the gym, I will, I will do 10,000 steps. I know that's not sustainable for me because I work from home. So doing 10,000 steps every single day is not sustainable. I will only frustrate myself. So I think it's just doing things that are sustainable for you. It has to be a sustainable plan for your lifestyle. If not, you will eventually give it up and go back to and regress.
That I actually feel good about. Like, anybody who knows me knows I don't usually even be drinking no water. I was a Coke girl. Everybody knows that. Give Melody her Coke, okay? Give her Coke now. But I've been enjoying drinking water. I haven't had any Cokes in 3 weeks, and it's been good. It's been good. It has been amazing. I've been doing so Miss Sarah has this flaxseed that she has. So I've been doing my flaxseed and doing that, and yeah, it's been easy. That part.
That's the thing, right? You see, she's glowing, her skin looks good. It's like taking your care of yourself can never go out of style. All right, so let's move it a little bit forward so we can get a little bit more insight into something else. So she's going to talk about her event that is coming up. So here she talks about the soap, but I want to go to the bits where she talks about her event that is coming up so that you guys that live in the US, maybe around the Atlanta area, can join in on the event that she's talking about.
To Wonderland. I think I have 20 tickets left for that too. So if you want to come, go to Eventbrite and look up Winter Wonderland in Atlanta, and you'll see it, and go ahead and get your ticket, okay? Or tell your folks too to get their tickets. So I am so excited about that. We have so much to celebrate. It's literally going to be an amazing party, an amazing celebration, and it's necessary because we have had some amazing things happen. So we're gonna celebrate. So yes, of course, I want to make sure y'all are there to celebrate too. So the Lavender Mint Soul. So go to Eventbrite for Winter Wonderland tickets. It's in Atlanta. It's from I think 6 p.m. maybe to midnight. I want to say maybe one mimosa comes with your ticket too. So head on over there. Okay.
So for those who are in the Atlanta area or at least somewhere close, let us know if you will be going to Winter Wonderland. If any of you guys is going to Winter Wonderland, maybe you guys can like give us any like sort of updates. That would be very, very helpful. Okay, so I'm going to move on to, I think I have like, there's one last bit and then we'll move on to talking about something else. So let's do 27.
On my behalf, and when I say fighting on my behalf, like I said, I don't mean with carnal weapons, but in the spirit. I want you to know I appreciate y'all. Man, whew, listen, that's why I had to take a and just breathe, and also because sometimes society can make you feel like you have to move when they want you to move, and I'm so against that. So I will do the opposite just because I'm against that, right? I've just always been, I'm so against that. I feel like people should do and move how they want to, when they want to. So a big thing for me was I wanted to take some time to rest. This is a hydrating glow bomb. I'm getting it up here for you. Take some time to rest, enjoy my pumpkins, and also enjoy my victories. Like not feeling like, oh my God, I gotta get right back on live selling and doing TikTok and doing this and that. No, this is real life, you know? And that's one thing, even, you know, with me stepping away from TV for a while, despite people wanting me to be back, and, you know, when I say be back, I'm saying be back on television, is because literally I was like, there's television and there's real life. And I never, ever wanted to be to where it was like, Sean, can we go back to the hydrating glow bundle real quick? To where, because I was setting it up still, but to where I just, you know, didn't know how to separate the two, didn't know how to enjoy life without there having to be cameras. Like some people only do things, I'm just saying people, period, for the camera. They only doing it because the camera is there. And so being true to myself, wanting to continue to be authentically me, that's me living my life out loud in every way. You know, living my real life out loud, not doing things just because the camera is rolling, but truly living, truly enjoying the moment, truly enjoying life, you know? And so, so I encourage all y'all, you know, to remember to do that. Remember to enjoy life. Remember to enjoy every moment. Remember to celebrate every victory, celebrate every win. Remember to be thankful, you know, and whenever you just keep going on that roller coaster, just going and going, sometimes you forget to stop and just be thankful in that victory or in that moment, because society is pressuring you to make it seem like you gotta get right back out there. You gotta get right back out. No, you don't. No.
And honestly, that's a very, very good point. Because sometimes, like, you just feel like if I don't get back into this, what is going to happen with my business if I don't get back to work? Like, maybe, for instance, you're not feeling well and you just want to get back into work, regardless of the fact that you're still not feeling well, instead of taking the time that you do need to heal, to recover. It's like sometimes you do need to take a beat, take some days off, take some weeks off, take whatever time that you need. There are times where, I take some time off. I don't come on live. I don't really do any videos because I just need a break. So I feel like we just need to start prioritizing ourselves and our health and our definitely in particular our mental health and physical health. And sometimes if you feel like you need a break, you need a break. Like sometimes if I think a couple of weeks ago, I was just not feeling too good. Normally, I would still drag myself. I would get out of bed. I would drag myself and still head to the gym so I can still work out and do a very intense session. And then I said to myself, what are you doing? You're probably going to go to the gym. You'll hurt yourself. You're not feeling good. Just take a breather. There is a difference between being lazy and genuinely not feeling good. And so when I wasn't feeling good, I was like, girl, just you can't do 4 days this week. Reduce it to 3 days and see how you feel. Take this as a rest day. And then I took like 3 days at a rest as a rest day. And I felt completely better. The next day I went to the gym, a couple of days later, I felt so good because I took the time that I needed and did the rest. But I think sometimes because we live in such a fast paced world where everyone wants to get things done, which is amazing. I'm a very type A person, so I like to tick off things off my list. Like nothing excites me more than goals and targets and stuff. But still, even at that, I'm always having to learn to be like, okay, girl, you can't do this. You just need to rest this week, or you just need to rest today. And so I just think I love the fact that Melody doesn't feel the pressure to show up, to perform, to come on live, to have, great energy or whatever. She can take some time to herself if she needs it. I think there's nothing as beautiful as that. Feeling like we need to get everything done immediately because time is running out. Absolutely. I think everyone probably can relate to that. There's always one thing where you're just like, let me just try, let me just get it done. If I don't get it done, but the truth of the matter is sometimes pausing and then going back to it, you go back refreshed, you go back with such a great energy, great attitude, renewed vigor, and you have better outcomes. So sometimes if you need the break, take the break. That's the moral of the story.
You do not. And there's nothing that's going to pass you by. That's another thing that you, like, oh, you're going to miss out on this. No, you're not. Anything that's meant and destined for you, you're going to get it anyway. Anything that's meant and is destined for you, you're going to get it anyway. So don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, if you don't do this right now, this is our hydrating foaming cleanser. I wanted y'all to see it. You should be using this bundle every day. Cleanser, toner. You want to keep your skin clean. This raises the pH balance of your skin a little bit. The toner is going to help with hyperpigmentation. Oversized pores is going to bring that pH back down into balance. So this is a full system for every day. The moisturizer has plenty of vitamins in it, as well as green tea extract. So it's going to moisturize skin and help the skin become more healthy, period. The lip primer for the...
Also, first of all, green tea extract is very, very good for your skin. I find green tea, for me anyway, I better prefix this. In particular, green tea tends to be very good for my skin, especially when I use like products with like, eye products with like green tea as well. Like I just feel like that caffeine like makes my eyes less puffy as well. So just FYI.
Lips, and y'all know it's getting cold outside. So I really wanted to, make sure I went over that with you all, because I saw some people in my private Facebook group, they wanted the bundle on flash today. So if you grab the bundle on flash today, say I got mine. Type in the chat, I got mine. If you just grab your bundle, your Hydrating Glow bundle, this is our initial bundle. We've been selling this since 2022. It used to have a milk bag with it, but everything in here, everything else was vegan. So I decided I didn't want to sell the milk bag anymore and just let the whole face line be vegan. Oh, I see y'all, I got mine, yes. I'm telling you, my Facebook group I put over there, every time before I go live, I ask them what they want on flash. So if you're not over there in that group, 7th Avenue Beauty, the official squad, Actually, they're getting blueberry butter scrubs and oils for Black Friday.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I mistakenly closed it. I was trying to change the tab to something else so I can set the next thing I wanted to do, but I closed the tab. I don't think, let me see, I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to cover. I wanted to from that video, so it's fine. We can move on from that video. But guys, please hit that like button as you guys come in. Please hit that like button. Let's try to get the likes up to 50. So please hit that like button as you come in. Okay, so talk show host Caramel Brown, let's just say he had a lot to say. He had a lot of energy for Wendy. And I was just like, what is going on? What in the energy for Miss Wendy is going on here? Like, why? It just was a little confusing to me, I will be honest. He seemed to have so much like energy for Wendy and the whole Wendy's case. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I am going to show you guys what happened in real time. And then you guys let me know what you think. Okay, so watch what happens live. Watch how Tia answers this. Tia answers like how we would expect most people to respond. And of course, guess who does the complete opposite of that? Mr. Let me play this so you guys can see it for yourself. Hold on. What is going on? Did I mistakenly close it again? So it's coming up. No, it's there. All right, let's go.
Into the news about Wendy recently.
Oh my gosh, I was just as shocked as everybody else. Wendy has been very kind to me and very warm to me on the show, and I have a lot of respect for her family. She's got a beautiful family, so it's very sad. It's sad. Obviously, there's so much we don't know, but I can imagine it's a very difficult time for her and her children. I think about her children.
Karamo, what was your reaction?
I'm just used to stunt queens in the gay community, so I was like, oh, this is a stunt, okay.
She needs to speak to me. Yeah. Is it urgent?
No, not for long. Just 1 second.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me go on mute quickly. Let me go on mute quickly. Give me a second. Sorry. My brother needs to speak to me. 1 second. Hey, can you believe that this blessed brother of mine just came up to ask me if the food downstairs is his, because I cooked earlier and he was trying to know if he can eat the food. I'm like, dude, eat the food. But anyway, sorry guys, that's why I had to mute y'all, so he can ask me if he can eat the food. That is crazy. Anyway, let me play this so you guys can hear the rest of it.
She pulled a stunt, girl. She was trying to do some insurance fraud, girl. Okay, girl, you got caught, girl. Not gonna do the.
Okay, so I'm gonna replay this because I don't think that's fair on you guys, for you guys to completely miss what
About
Tia
Wendy
said.
recently.
Oh my gosh, I was just as shocked as everybody else. Wendy has been very kind to me and very warm to me on the show, and I have a lot of respect for her family. She's got a beautiful family, so it's very sad. It's sad. Obviously, there's so much we don't know, but I can imagine it's a very difficult time for her and her children. I think about her children.
Karamo, what was your reaction?
I'm just used to stunt queens in the gay community, so I was like, oh, this is a stunt, okay. She pulled a stunt, girl. She was trying to do some insurance fraud, girl. Okay, girl, you got caught, girl. Not gonna do the time.
Eesh. Now go do this.
Ain't that what she did? That's what she did, right? She pulled a stunt. She said she didn't have the ring, and then she had the ring, right? That's a stunt.
What was your reaction?
You can tell that Andy was not feeling him. Andy definitely did not like what he had to say. And I get it, because I like that Andy likes him some Wendy, because I feel like a lot of people clearly are in the don't like Wendy bag. And I think that I like the fact that you can tell that Andy is visibly like, that is so uncalled for. Andy does have a heart. Like somewhere deep down in there, Andy does have a heart. But I feel like with Andy actually has to like you for Andy to have a heart and feel some type of way about you being called out. But if he doesn't like you, then he's just gonna be there and be laughing. So you can tell the people that Andy likes by when his reactions to when people shade them. And I actually find it cute, low key, because I'm just like, he cannot stand people shading the people that he likes. So yeah, I will say that. That much is obvious. Let's see if he says anything else before.
Reaction to the news about Wendy recently.
Oh my gosh, I was just as shocked as everybody else. Wendy has been very kind to me and
I
very.
will say, Tia, I like the color on her, but I don't like the wig and I don't like the makeup. Am I the only one? I'm like, honey, Tia, baby Tia, let me just say this. You are a Nigerian woman, and you know how Nigerians be beating that face to perfection. So there's no reason for your makeup to look like that. I feel like the hair, the makeup did not work for her. I think a more subtle glam, especially around the cheekbones, would have done it for her. But I feel like the combination of the cheekbones plus the hair just does not work for Tia in this moment. She could have used a more subtle glam and she would have looked beautiful. And with a different hairstyle, I feel like it feels like almost like the hair is swallowing her. The hair, the curls look too big. I don't know if it's the color, if it's the texture of the hair, if it's the quality of the hair. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right with the look. But you guys, let me know. Do you guys think do you think I'm overreacting? Am I overreacting? Do you guys like the wig? Let's look at it a little bit. Do you guys like the wig? Do you guys like her makeup? Yeah, I do not. I absolutely do not like the makeup, do not like the hair. But you guys let me know. Maybe let's do a poll. If you guys like the makeup, put a yes. If you hate the makeup, put a no. No. If you guys like the makeup, yeah, put yes. If you hate the makeup, put no. That's fine. Let's do it for the makeup first. I hate the hair too, to be honest. So it's like I don't even know which one I should do, but I feel like I hate the hair and I don't like the makeup on her. I feel like the cheekbones, maybe if they had made the cheekbones a lot more subtle, if she looks a little bit less contoured in the nose. But that body, the dress, she looks good. It's just the hair and the makeup. I don't know. I don't know. I guess Tommy is laughing at my brother. I know it's honestly, you couldn't make it up. I even thought it was something serious. Like, is my dad okay? Is everyone good at home? Like, are there any issues? That's what I was thinking. Not this man making me pause the live just to ask me about food. Mm-mm-mm. Andy loves him some Wendy. Indeed, he does. Andy doesn't hide the people he likes or doesn't like. Absolutely. I think the thing with Andy is if he does not like you, you will know it. There will be no doubts in your mind as to whether he likes you. You will know it, you will feel it. You cannot run away from whether or not Andy likes you. That much is obvious. I do think like I genuinely feel like I'm happy for Wendy that she at least has a boss that likes her despite all of the mess that they have gotten themselves into. Yeah. So yeah, I will say that. Now let's see what you lot are saying about the hair and makeup. Okay. Tommy likes the wig and the makeup. Maybe I just like Tia. Girl, you must really like her because I like Tia too, but I'm like, so you don't think the cheekbones are a little bit too, the cheekbones are a little bit too, it just doesn't look, for me anyway. But I don't know. Maybe I guess you like what you like. Maybe you like those overly drawn like cheekbones and stuff. Me, I just I don't like that. I like a good, like, even if you're snatched, let it look like you're naturally snatched. Not like, oh, I can see that deep shadow that definitely looks like you've been contoured to perfection, you know? But anyway, to each his own. Someone says, I hate the hair and makeup. Yeah, I am with you on that. I love the girl, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the hair and makeup, I have to say. I put my hand up for that. I definitely am not a huge fan of the hair and makeup. But I think that's one thing, all right? I feel like hair, makeup, things like this are very, very subjective. So you can get like five people that like it, five people that don't. There will always be someone that likes it, someone that doesn't. It's just, that's just really what that is. So I feel like you can't really do much with hair and makeup. It just depends on what you like, really. Okay, so let's move on to Real Housewives of Potomac. So the episode started with Ashley trying to expose Stacy for getting, or for trying to get with Monique's ex-husband. First of all, it's the way that Ashley did it that was a little bit. Let me remove this from the thing so we can focus. It's the way Ashley did it that made it. Oh, that is so odd. That is not what I'm trying to do. Oh, here comes Restream with the BS. Okay, it's fine now. You can tell I'm tired of them. Sometimes it's just like I don't understand why they. Sometimes it's just issues with the streaming platform. But anyway, let me just I'll air my grievances privately later on. So let's go back to let's start all over again. So I'm going to be talking about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Ashley was obviously trying to expose Stacy about trying to get with Monique's ex-husband. The bit that I kind of struggled with was, where did that all come from? Stacy was trying to out Giselle about Giselle having a boyfriend. Then we didn't get to talk about the so-called boyfriend issue and whether Giselle, yes, Giselle did say she is dating, but I don't think we really got into the tea of it all. Like, how many dates have you been on with this man? What is going on with that? Are you guys in a relationship, or have you just been on other dates? Are you also dating other people? These are some of the questions that I would have loved if they could get to the bottom of. Instead, what we got was Ashley trying to cape for Giselle. So Ashley then steps in and Ashley starts bringing up this whole Chris Samuels thing. And she's like, yes, Stacy reached out to somebody that she knows trying to get Chris Samuels contact. And I'm just like, okay, well, Stacy is a single woman. Well, I guess at the time, because I would assume it wasn't the time where she got back with her ex, so it would probably be in her divorce era, right? So who cares? If she truly tried to get with Chris Samuel, who the heck cares? She is a single woman, or she was at the time. She was a single woman who could have interactions with anybody she wanted to have interactions with. So I didn't really understand the whole vibe where it felt like they were trying to be like, oh, Chris, oh, you, Stacy, no. And it's like, but is Stacy friends with Monique Samuels? Well, sorry, I don't know what her last name is now, but is Stacy friends with Monique? If Stacy is friends with Monique, then I'll understand why everybody is being so crazy and, acting unhinged about it. But if they're not friends, then it's like, what is the issue? And if you guys notice, Stacy did say that she's never met Monique before. So that gives me the impression they are not even friends. So who cares if she is trying to date Chris or has tried to date Chris or has dated Chris in the past? It is not landing the way it is expected to land. I don't know what Ashley was trying to do. Well, actually, I know what Ashley was trying to do. Ashley was trying to avoid people talking about Giselle and her personal relationship. And I think it's because deep down, Ashley knows that Giselle does not want to talk about that relationship. They have probably had off camera conversations about it. And Ashley is like, let me cape for my girl. So she stepped in with that cape on to deflect, to move the conversation away from Giselle's relationship to what Stacey may or may have not done when she was a single woman. So I'm not bothered about that. I don't think anyone should be bothered about that. But let's talk about Angel. Because I feel like Angel is the cloud. Angel is the big, big, massive cloud that I feel like Angel is a very weird one. And I say that because Angel comes across as somebody with very high people pleasing ways. I say that because when she was with the rest of the girlies, you could tell she's having fun. They're playing the games. She is really getting into the game. She is really being fun. Um, Wendy is basically asking, "Oh, who would you kill?" All of that. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said the word. Sorry, guys. Who would you unalive, right? Guess what she says? She says Giselle. And so, of course, Giselle's thinking, all right, cool. At least you have a backbone. Fine. This is how you feel. That's cool. But my thing is like, okay, Angel, you already said this. Everybody is happy with the fact that you're standing up for yourself. Wonderful. But then why would you now go back to square one, Angel? And it's given a little bit unstable, but I don't think it's I don't think it's like a mental instability thing. I just think that it is a people pleasing problem. The problem with being a people pleaser is you will get yourself in trouble. You will end up being fake, looking fake, because you're a people pleaser. Think about it. The scene with the girls, she was getting on with the girls, she is having a good time. Then all of a sudden, right? She's in the presence of these girls, she's having a good time, she's having fun with them, everything is all good. Next thing, when she's with Kay, her energy is different. Kay starts talking about people having bad energy, all that kind of stuff. Next thing, she modes. And she is validating what Kay is saying in that moment. That is a very people pleaser way to behave. There's nothing wrong in saying, yes, Kay, I understand at first things were a little bit rocky, but we actually had a good time tonight. We actually got on, this is what happened, laugh about it, and just be like, girl, I had a good time. We've moved on. That is fine. She could have done that. But a people pleaser, just because they want to, she was probably trying to make Kay feel better about not missing anything by not joining the party. She didn't want Kay to feel like, oh, this girl has come into my group of friends and now, has taken over my spot with my group of friends. It's almost like she's now trying to placate Kay to be like, Kay, no, we didn't have fun without you. These girls are not fun girls. And it's just like, that is such a huge, huge, huge problem. Being a people pleaser is not a good thing. Absolutely not a good thing at all. And I think if Angel does not get it together with her people pleasing ways, she will continue to come across as fake. She will continue to come across as not having a backbone. She will continue to come across as being Kiana led. And I say Kiana led because after having the sit down with Kiana, her energy changed, right? And I feel like Kiana knows who she is and she knows how to play Angel. Because why are you getting her riled up again? I feel like Angel is one of those people that they don't really have much of a backbone. But when you talk to them and you're like, oh, then the next thing they start getting riled up. You can easily rile them up. And I feel like when somebody is your friend, they know exactly how to rile you up. So I will not be surprised if Kiana was intentionally trying to rile Angel up. The problem is, Angel, if you don't cut the tentacles that Kiana has, if you don't cut that, I don't know what you want to call it, umbilical cord, so to speak, if you don't cut that off, you will end up not having another season on Real Housewives of Potomac. Because no one can get to know you outside of Kiana. And it feels like Kiana has such a strong influence on Angel, it's actually unreal. Because it's like, yeah, girl, how did it move for you from you having a good time to all of a sudden now we're beefing the next day? Tommy says the episode was really good. I think the whole Stacey and Chris Samuels thing is not landing. I completely agree. It didn't land. I feel like they should have just scrapped that because whatever Ashley was hoping to do did not land. And I think if anything, it was obvious that she was trying to cape for Giselle. I even think like even the whole Giselle thing did not really land either for me, but it was light-hearted enough for us to be like, all right, let's have a conversation about it. Tommy says, I have mixed feelings about Angel. Exactly, she's clearly a people pleaser. Absolutely. If we think about who a people pleaser is, I want to read a quick definition for you guys. A people pleaser is someone who has a constant, often unhealthy need to make others happy, sometimes at the expense of our own needs and well-being. Let me break this down for you so that you can understand how Angel behaves in this way. Angel wants to be loved by the group. Angel wants to get on with the group. You can see it in the way in which she was interacting with the girls when it was just her and the girls without Kiana. Think about the way she was hugging all of them. That is someone that is looking for that sense of belonging, wants to fit in within the group. But because of her people-pleasing ways, instead of being able to make herself happy, right? Or being able to have her needs met by way of this group, instead, she is thinking, how can I please Kiana? Kiana is the one that brought me. So she's thinking, how can I please Kiana? Everywhere she turns is Kiana, Kiana this, Kiana this, Kiana that. And it's just like, girl, find your own way outside of Kiana for goodness sakes. It is annoying. We don't want to hear it. Like, wake up, right? I feel like a lot of people really want to like Angel. They really want to like Angel. They keep giving Angel opportunities. But the problem is, it's like, Angel, how many opportunities can people give you? You need to do better. You need to get rid of this people-pleasing ways. Do it for a change. Try saying no. Right? It's like she has this strong approval or strong urge to please Kiana, to have Kiana's approval. Because it's like after the conversation was already had, you said you wanted to keep Giselle, whatever. Everyone laughed about it. Giselle, even you guys even hugged. Giselle took it well. Giselle wasn't on, having a fit about it. It was all well and good. Everyone took it in good jest, right? Why wake up the next day and bring it up again? Why do that? It's like, what is the point in doing that? Right? And so I just think that she suppresses her own true feelings about things. And then when she gets around Kiana, Kiana then like hypes her up. Next thing, she's upset all over and all over again. The problem with people that are people pleasing like that is they eventually get to a state of like stress, they're burnt out, resentment. They start to feel a sense of resentment. And it's just like, it'll be very interesting to see how she unravels because she will unravel. There is no way, think about the pressure that Real Housewives of Potomac or any sort of reality show gives. There's a level of pressure that comes with that. Recording for long hours a day, hanging out with people you don't really particularly care about. Yet you have to be in the same space with them, you have to interact with them. You then have to interact and manage your friend Kiana, who seems to have strong feelings about these people that you're getting to know. And so it's like at some point, she is going to crash out because it is likely to get to a point where she just feels like, I have had enough. I have had enough. Think about it also. Stacy said when she reached out to Angel in the past, Angel was very curt with her. Guess where that probably came from? Prioritizing Kiana's needs over herself. One of the characteristics of a people pleaser is consistently putting the needs of other people before your own. Consistently. Let's think about it. She has consistently done that. The beef she had with Wendy, that was pretty much very Kiana led. That was prioritizing Kiana's needs over hers. Because Kiana said, do you even like that lady? Next thing, Angel takes that as a cue to start coming for Wendy. So it is obvious that Angel consistently puts the needs of Kiana before herself. That is people pleasing 101. People pleasing 101. The second thing that I feel like shows that Angel is very, very much a people pleaser is the fact that it feels like she needs constant approval to feel accepted or liked. If you notice, she kept like dropping little nuggets and little comments here and there about how, she wants the whole group to like get to know her and stuff. Then she also drops like little nuggets about, she feels like no one has really made the effort to want to like get to know her. She's also dropped like nuggets about where it just gives the impression that she constantly needs reassurance from other people. She constantly needs that. Even at dinner when she was talking about like, is she going to be on the menu? I'm like, honey, chill. Not everything is about you. So do you want them to now reassure you that, oh no, Angel, you're not going to be on the menu tonight? Like, ma'am, you guys have squashed it. Let it be squashed, right? And I just don't necessarily think if Angel does not get it together, I don't think she's going to last very much on the show. I really don't get the impression she's going to last very much on the show because it doesn't even look good. Let me give you an example. After the amazing night these girls had, she woke up the next day and she's now upset. So then she's upset to the point of like shedding tears, guys. Now, let me say this. I can understand where she is coming from as somebody who is going through a lot, who is still breastfeeding, who just had a baby recently. You're going through a lot. Your hormones are doing what your hormones are doing. It's a lot of pressure. You're probably not even sleeping well enough anyway, right? So it's easy to already feel some type of way about your body, about how you look, especially if you look different from what you looked pre-baby. I completely get that. And that's why I have empathy for Angel when it comes to the whole how she looked. Now, I will say, you guys know I keep it 100. She did look different in those pictures. She did. And I don't necessarily think it is just because of having a baby. I think that life happened. I think that she probably gained weight, yes, from the baby, fine. But I also think there was some sort of editing involved. It looked edited. Or it could be that maybe it was taken with a filter. Because sometimes these filters, it could be that that's what happened. But I don't get the impression that Giselle was trying to body shame her in any way. I think Giselle was more talking about her face does not look like the same person. Nonetheless, Giselle did apologize. But even after the apology, it felt like she didn't really take that apology. It felt like the energy of the group kind of seemed very, very different. And I just feel like I don't know, I don't really like that. Um Angel doesn't have a mind of her own as well. She seems misplaced. Absolutely. I definitely think that Angel is not on the right show, honey. She needs to be on a different show. I don't think the show is for her. I think that she needs, I don't know what she needs, but it's not Real Housewives. I don't know what she needs, but it's not Real Housewives. I feel like Angel suppresses how she truly feels about things just to fit in or, not be disagreeable. And in this case, it's like she doesn't want to disagree with Kiana, so she's just trying to fit in. And it's just very, 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 very sad. And so I hope that she sits down with herself and works on learning how to not be a people pleaser, because long term, that is never good for you, especially as an adult. It is never a good thing to live and be a people pleaser and constantly living for the approval of other people. It's like stop overextending yourself, stop constantly seeking outside validation. These are some of the things that I feel like Angel needs to work on personally. Tommy says, I feel Giselle was a bit mean with her approach. Topics like that are really sensitive to put in front of the group. I completely agree. And that's why I also agree with Tia when Tia said that's not necessarily something that she would have addressed in front of the group. I agree. It would have been a very private conversation like, hey, honey, a girl, I think you maybe need to chill on the filter. But I personally would not even tell somebody unless me and the person have now become friends, because I'm like, okay, girl, I can't have you out here looking crazy and I'm your friend. So I have to give you a heads up. I can't have you looking nuts out here. So yes, I feel like in that situation, I absolutely understand pulling my friend to the side, but I don't think it was necessarily Giselle's place to like bring it up. But at the same time, this is Real Housewives. People are going to talk about things, people are going to bring it up. I think Giselle thought it was going to be like a little bit of a light shade. Um, you know, even at the table, Jazzy basically said Tia be using a lot of filters, and Tia was like, oh yeah, do I? Oh really? Okay. It was meant to be something like that bounces off you. At the end of the day, right? Housewives need to have a sense of humor. You need to let things bounce off you. It's not everything that you are upset about, and it's a whole thing. And it almost feels like this season, Kiana and Angel are always upset about something. And I don't think it works. It's good at all. Now, this episode made me feel like Jazzy is ready to be a full-time housewife. I know a lot of people have been talking about Jazzy recently and talking about Jazzy coming, being a full-time housewife and wondering why she isn't. Let me tell you why I feel like Jazzy is ready. Look at the way she handled Kiana at that table. She handled Kiana like a pro housewife. She didn't drag it too much. She didn't go back and forth on the issue. She said, you know what? I can take accountability for my part. Maybe I shouldn't have come at you about that. Here's how I feel, but I apologize. Maybe I shouldn't have come at you like that, right? A good housewife knows when to apologize just for peace to reign so you can move on and move the conversation further. The problem I feel like some housewives make, like Kiana, is holding on to beef the whole season. The problem with that is then you look angry, you look like you don't really have range, you look like you're dragging the whole storyline, and then people end up hating you. Let's look at Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta, for example. People did not like the way she dragged the storyline with Drew, and it felt like the whole season was I'm beefing with Drew season. And people felt like that was nonsense. There was no reason for you to drag it that long. So I need Kiana, honey. Find it somewhere in between, down, deep down within yourself to squash the beef with Jazzy and squash it with Wendy. Because we don't want a whole season of stupid beef. A whole season when we're arguing about nothing, right? Like, we don't want a whole season of that. Like, you've done, how many episodes has it been now? It's 5 episodes now. So it's like, Kiana, get it together. We want to see a Kiana that has fun, right? And I think that's the reason why people like Stacey. People like Stacey because whatever happens, whatever is said to her, it just bounces off her. She is not like deeply bothered about anything. You say something, she says hers, she moves on. You see how she can still be in a cordial space with Kiana. That's why all the things that Kiana has said about Stacey, she can still be in a cordial space and it's not causing any divide in the group. And that is where I feel like Kiana needs to get to. If Kiana doesn't get to that, Kiana is not going to be back next season. Because there's nothing Bravo hates more than someone who hasn't really fully established themselves and they're just there just dragging it and being a Debbie Downer. It's like you're on holiday, Kiana. Pull that finger out and have a good time. Look at Jazzy. Jazzy is a friend of. And the way Jazzy is out here having fun, you will think she is a full cast member. This is why I'm like, Kiana, your job ain't safe, honey. If you thought that you could come and bring this energy to Bravo and then that would result in you having another season, I don't know if that is going to work. And if I were you, Kiana, I will squash it quickly. I will start having a good time. I will start jumping, dancing, bring good vibe to the trip so that people can remember you for something other than like moving up your nose, acting like you want to fight, talking in certain language. It's like people want to experience a different Kiana. We are tired of this angry, Kiana that seems to be spicy about everything. It would be nice to have a pretty chill Kiana. But the way I saw that Jazzy handled it, I was like, yeah, Jazzy is ready to be a full-time cast member. I don't care what the people say, but she is ready. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can get you guys a clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all may be wondering, like, girl, is this girl okay? I promise you, promise. If you watch it back as carefully as I have, you will know why I said what I said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to be pausing. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me try and see if I can get a video up. For those who have just come in, hello, hello, hello. Please hit that like button. As you guys come in, please hit that like button. Okay. Alrighty. I do hate the fact that there's always so many sneak peeks. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit annoying, because it's good to have sneak peeks, but I feel like sometimes they go overboard with the Potomac sneak peeks lately. So let me share my screen and then we will go through it together. But of course, you know, I don't want no Bravo problems, so I'm gonna have to keep pausing. Wait, pause. So I'm gonna do it like this, so that it's not super duper obvious. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing. Let me see. Let me see if I do it this way. Okay, that's fine. This should be okay. All right, so first of all, shout out to OMFG Reality TV because that's where I got the clip from. So let's go.
I'll tell you this, even though Wendy's not here. She was offended. Okay. And she didn't stay for her birthday yesterday.
Giselle is just out here starting ish. Let's be clear, because I don't remember Wendy really making a big deal of Kiana not staying for her birthday. Like, it ain't that deep. But Giselle is trying to stir up ish, but it doesn't exactly go down the way Giselle was probably hoping that it would. Tommy says, I want to know more about Jazzy. Her life seems very interesting. She should be a housewife instead, or she should be a housewife instead of a friend of. Yes, I agree with you. I feel like maybe she was a bit of a slow burner and she did not give enough of a story to begin with. I think part of it also is they would expect her to show more about her life with her now husband. So maybe she wasn't ready to show that. Maybe that's what that was. But I definitely think that if she ain't ready to show that, I don't think that they would want to keep her on the show, because at the end of the day, right, it's not like Giselle has had years of showing us a lot of different things under her belt. So I feel like even if Giselle does not show us who she's dating in the past, she's showed us who she's married to. We've seen her date other people. So I feel like she's shown us a lot already, that like she's built enough of goodwill that if she doesn't show this, it's not going to be the end of the world. That's where I personally stand on it. But I guess it would be very, very interesting. Okay.
Oh, she was upset about that
this morning.
Why didn't you stay?
I was tired. I was also hurt from my other friend.
I call BS. Kiana says, I was hurt for my other friend. Girl, you did not look hurt for Angel. And if you were hurt for Angel, why couldn't you say something in defense of your friend? Because there's no way I would bring a friend into a group and I feel like the group are not treating her well, or said a comment, or someone said a comment that I didn't like about her, and I wouldn't address it there in front of everybody. I would be like, yo, no, we don't talk to her like this. This is my friend. You guys will treat her with respect. That is what a friend does. Instead, you were mute. You and said ish. So you want us to believe now that you were out here fighting for Angel and you were upset because of how Angel was treated. I call BS. I think it's because she knows that she is not looking good. And so now she's trying to find every excuse in the book to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I was out here rooting for my friend. No, you weren't out here rooting for your friend.
I didn't leave on the way to
But I do think it was still good for Angel to have that opportunity to, you know, like have a fun time or a light time.
We had a great
We
time.
ended on a great note.
But then you told me that you didn't have a good time last.
You see, here's the thing. You see how Jazzy handled that? That is like, but you said to me you didn't have a good time last night. That is such a housewife thing to do. It's like you be out here thinking I'm just having my dinner. Next thing, someone looks over at you and drops you in it. Angel was like, how did I get in it? And so I just think it's one of those things, right? Like, Angel is not having a good season. This is like one of the worst additions that we've had so far. And not because, Angel is not a nice lady. She may be a nice lady. I don't know the woman. But she may be a nice lady, but the way she's coming across on TV is not good, is not entertaining. It feels like a flip-flopper, feels like a people pleaser. It reminds me a little bit of Shamia, maybe a nicer version of Shamia, not full Shamia, maybe like a quarter pounder Shamia, like a little bit, just a little quarter pound of Shamia.
Which we were so confused.
You did not have a good time?
You didn't have a
So now everybody's like, you didn't have a good time. And it's like, that should not have been it at all. Like, it's like now everybody is now rethinking, like, okay, if you were not having a good time, what were we doing last night? And it's like, that doesn't look good. People want to know, like, standing your ish. If you said you weren't having a good time, you weren't having a good time. Don't act like you're having a good time if you're not having a good time. And the truth is, Angel may not even have been having a good time at the thing, but because she's a people pleaser, she was acting like she was having a good time, which is also a problem. I do hope that she can watch herself back. You know how sometimes, like, you think you're perfect and ain't nothing wrong with you, but then when you watch yourself back, you finally see yourself for who you really are, and then make adjustments. I do wonder if Angel would be one of those, where after she takes a step back and watches things back, she would be like, okay, I should have handled things a lot differently. I do wonder if that would be Angel.
good time.
It was cool, but if I'm being honest, I was still feeling a lot from the dinner. I mean, I slept on it. As simple as that.
And woke up, decided you was pissed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I slept on it and I woke up thinking you're pissed. The truth is, no one believes that because everyone feels like it's Kiana that is in your ears. And it's funny that Bravo didn't even help her because Bravo had showed a clip where her and Kiana were talking about it, and it was obvious that Kiana was getting her riled up again. Not looking good.
Yeah. But this is my thoughts just coming in. If I'm heavily filtered, I would want somebody to come and say, babe, that doesn't even look like you.
Well, I think you filter yours a lot too.
I do filter myself. Do you think it's a lot? Okay, well, thank you for telling me.
Jazzy, this is why I say Jazzy is working overtime, because Jazzy is now like, oh, well, you do filter. And this is what I mean about, you see how Tia just like took it on the chin. I was like, oh, really? Do I? Okay. No, I get it.
What's just up? I get Wendy's hurt, but thank you for telling me that she was hurt because Wendy really kind of acted so nonchalant. It didn't seem like either of us were acknowledging each other yesterday. And to be honest, Jazzy, I was very hurt when you made that comment that I talked about Wendy because me and Wendy are in a fractured space.
The way Jazzy is looking at her like, girl, what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, no. Mm-mm. But the thing is, yeah, Kiana is like, you feel hurt, but it's like, what have you done to compound the hurt? What have you done to create this experience where you are now hurt, right? Like, Jazzy is not innocent, absolutely not, because Jazzy brought up the Greg thing, but you are also not innocent because you also took it straight to hell.
So to have that on top,
How do you think I felt about you sharing intimate conversations that I had with you?
So now she says, how do you feel when you shared intimate conversations about you? And I'm like, what intimate conversations? Did he have a second child on you, allegedly? Is that what that is? Because I don't remember anything sounding intimate. Like, we knew that he may or may not have stepped out in the past. Those were her words, if I'm not mistaken.
be here for you. You married a man. Okay, that's fine. I get it.
Like, there's no
I just stated the
type of
facts.
responsibility on what you do.
Okay.
And it makes me wonder, like, are you jealous? Because
Okay, girl. Jazzy, I don't think she's jealous of you. What jealous of what exactly? I don't even think when I think jealous, I don't think that's what it is. I think Kay wants to be the it girl. And so she is basically coming at the people that she feels like may give her that position. That's what it's given. It's given very much like Kay wants to have a storyline this season. She's picking out people that she's going to have an issue with. That's the vibe that I get. I don't get the vibe that she is jealous of Jazzy. Don't get that impression at all. At all.
No, I'm serious though.
But what did
What you said?
What did
I
you
don't know
say?
what you said.
Yeah, what was it?
So now everybody's like, oh, what you said was nasty. And it's like, okay, girl, if you're going to say what she said, then just say it. There's no need to be like, oh, what she said was nasty. Say it. If you want to say it, say it. If you're not going to say it, then don't say it. The worst thing that I can't stand is when someone is like, oh, I will expose you. I'm going to say everything you say. Okay, say it then. Don't threaten to do something. Do it if you want to do it. So that is definitely the vibe that is given. It's given Jazzy is like, I'm not gonna say hold me. And it's like, girl, say if you want to say it. What did she say, please?
I'm waiting for her to say it.
First of
I
all,
don't
you lied and said that my man had 2 children on me, which he didn't.
know. What? Did he have a liar? Okay, so it's one.
Okay, so he had one child. Okay, semantics. Like, well, I guess one whole child is more than semantics, but still. But did he step out? But I do love her clarifying, like, okay, baby, he only had one. That's cool.
Stay out of it.
And that was a lie. So if you want to be factual,
or was it 2?
let's be factual.
Okay, I just gotta keep up. I have to keep up. I actually really adored Jazzy. She was a big ball of energy. She was a girl's girl.
She said, I actually really adore Jazzy. And it's like, okay, adore or adored. Because if you say adore, that means you still presently adore Jazzy. But the way in which you are talking to her and treating her does not give the impression you adore her or have ever adored her in your life. So I don't really understand Kiara's delusion. Something, yes, sis, like, please get it together because you bring the fashions. So I would like to see you next season because I feel like Potomac does not really have great fashion outside of Wendy. And of course, it's not all the time, but outside of Wendy and you. So I would love to see Kiana back, but I need her to get it together because we're tired of this. Whatever this is.
That body in the gold. Oh, baby!
And then as I'm building this great relationship, Jacqueline tells me, like, Jazzy said that you were a snake. I was super hurt about that because I was being very genuine with building a relationship with her.
Let me say.
So why did she say you were a snake? Was this because of what you said about Wendy? Clock it. Was it because of what you told her about Wendy and then her seeing you smiling in Wendy's face, but then talking about Wendy behind her back? And so she's like, if you're moving this way, then you're a snake. So maybe that's what it is. That's the question that I would be asking. Like, honey, why was that said? Why was snake used? Yeah. And the way you are moving this season, Kiana, I'm not gonna lie, is given snake.
That I truly regret how I responded to you
Thank
in
you.
response to how you treated me.
Thank you.
However, I don't
too
want
soon,
you
too
to
soon, too
negate
soon. Okay.
how you came at me.
I can be responsible if you say what I said, but I can't be responsible for something I don't know if I say.
So Kiana is not playing like she does not know what she said, and she can't be held responsible if she doesn't know what she said. Like, honey, I would like to hope that the words that come out of your mouth, you know what comes out of your mouth. So it's a little bit of a cop-out that she didn't just use that moment. It's like that was the perfect moment, Kiana, for you to let it go and let us move on. Yet you've now turned it back into this thing. So no. Someone said I need Karen back. Really? Someone says the season is boring. I hope it gets better because this could be a great season for Giselle. Like, she's trying, but look who she has to work with. To be fair, Giselle has definitely been like working hard this season. I will say that. The stark difference between how well I think Tia is doing and how Angel is flopping is funny. Absolutely. Karen also said she doesn't trust Wendy, so is Kay really wrong? Just Jazzy, come get your baddie chain, girl. Oh dear. I like Kay. Oh, of course. There's always gonna be that person. You like Kay? Why? Like, don't get me wrong. I like Kay, or I liked Kay too, but I'm not liking Kay this season. I don't see it for Jazzy. I'm sorry. I feel like Kay brought up what was said as a comeback after you threw shade about Greg and her. That I agree with. Although Kay had a stank face the whole time. Not gonna lie about that. What the F does Kay have on Angel? Because she's definitely pulling Angel's strings. This girl has no thoughts of her own. Is given pulling her strings like a tea bag. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Angel hugged, gave a high five, and now is saying we didn't have a good time. What the hell? Yep. What the helly? What the hell, yeah? That is what is definitely given, because I don't know, sis. It's given odd.
Fair, baby. That's so fair.
See Jazzy's face. Jazzy's like, this girl is fake. Fake.
You say that and say what I said, then I can either say yay or nay.
Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Ooh. Then Jazzy's like, is that what you want me to do? So Jazzy's about to expose it, honey. Ashley is just out here having a good time. Stacey's just there like, oh God, what are we doing? And Ashley's just there looking like, ooh, give us some tea. Okay. I hope there's like a what if.
Next time
Aha, next time. Let's see what comes up.
on The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Who is that in that white? Buddy. It's giving body yaddy. Like, all right, girl.
14 days
Oh, is that Jazzy? Okay, girl.
before my wedding. Don't play with me, Tia.
So she's like, don't play with me, Tia. Oh, okay. Wait, is that Ashley over there licking on the on Jazzy? What is going on? I'm Stacy right now. Like that is what is going on?
What in the Jehovah? What were you talking about on the golf cart?
Oof. So it seems like maybe Jazzy and Angel are going to have a face-off? Oh my gosh. It'll be very interesting to see how Angel holds her own, because I feel like Angel is just one of those people that you can't predict. Like she may fully hold her own and really like give it her all and really get into it, or she may just be terrible. And it's like you don't even know who you're gonna get. That's why I feel like it's so tricky with Angel. You don't know who you're going to get. You don't know what is going to look like. Yeah, it's just very, very odd. But I just saw something now on the neighborhood talk, which I want to show you guys. This is looking like some breaking news. Stacy girl. All right, let's share this tab instead. Okay. So let's go. This is the producer cam, by the way, just to give you guys some context.
I was separated going through a divorce. And as we were separated, Timo saw other people and I saw other people. I did not have sex with anyone. I saw people, I hung out, and Chris was one of those people. The bottom line is, I know Chris. He is a super cool, respectful. Please, no.
She just said she did not smash anybody. What is going on? Like, who cares if she smashed him? But what in the questioning is going on? What is this? What is this, honey?
I am not Chris.
a magazine got wind of doing this.
Yeah, and it's just like, is that Ashley sitting on the couch? I wonder. But that's the thing, like, exactly, this person said, I just don't understand the big deal. He's divorced. He was going through a divorce. She does not know Monique. What exactly is the scandal? This storyline is exhausting. Who the F is supposed to care? And that is exactly it. It's like, who is supposed to care about that? Like, now I will say, at the table, she gave the impression like she did not date the man. So I guess that's a lie. But in either way, there's nothing wrong in her choosing to see people if she is divorced. Like, I don't get it. You all want her to stay single and chaste forever? Like, she is a single woman. So I don't know. It's a little odd to me. I feel like, yeah, it's a little odd for me. I don't really get what that is. Now, there is also a sneak peek that has been posted, so I will let me share that with you guys as well, because I think Jazzy is giving all the attitude, honey. So it would be very, very interesting. I want to see how Tia navigates it, because I'm like, Tia, I want to see how you navigate it. I'm just going to say that. Definitely will want to see how she navigates it. Will she have that much vim back? Of course, I don't think she's going to go like rah, rah, rah. But I think at least I'm going to need you to bring the energy and don't let Jazzy, who is not even a full housewife, to come for you like that, baby. So let's get it all the way together. So yeah, let's see how Miss Tia handles this. So let me share my screen. Well, let me share this tab. Okay.
Person that sat in that van and told me in a giggly kind of way, oh my God, the owner of that restaurant was really looking at you and he just really loves you. I told 14 days before my wedding.
You've got anger issues.
What the hell?
Don't play with me, Tia. Because if you want, I'll take it there. Don't play.
What is Jazzy so upset about? Like, girl, it's given now. Okay, is it too early to take it back? That Jazzy, you're doing too much. You seem pressed for that peach, honey. Like, what is going on? Because now it's given you're performing for the peach, and I need the girls to understand that when you do too much, nobody likes someone that is doing too much. We can sense, we can feel, we can tell when people are doing too much. And you, my dear, are now starting to do too much. And it's annoying because it's like people were starting to like you. In the words of Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you. And then all of a sudden, now this is the stunt that you pull? Like, what are we doing, madame? This is the stunt that you come up with. How dreadful.
Are you gonna throw it
Don't
off?
play with me.
Like, even Stacey looks like, what is going on? Kiana is just like, oh. Giselle is just looking like, what is going on? What is going on?
Can y'all pass the prosciutto? Wait, look, I don't understand.
So after that little exchange with the filter, right? Yes. Then we take a group photo with Mr. Sunny. And he...
Okay, Jazzy looks good. Look at the body. Kay looks good. I love the color. Giselle actually looks good. I like the color in her as well. Stacey looks good as well. Yeah, Tia looks alright. I don't particularly like the dress or anything. I'm guessing Wendy wasn't feeling well. But yeah, to be fair, all of them look good.
He wanted her to stand next to him. Angel, you saw it because you commented on it as well.
Tia was very worried about you feeling offended, and she didn't mean it.
So I get in the car and I said, he thought you were beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what in the childish mess is going on? He thought you're beautiful, so what's the problem?
You have to tell Darius he has competition. Ha ha ha. Her whole face changed.
It's like, girl, what is going on? It's a joke. Lighting up. It's like, and this is why I think she may even struggle. I know I thought she was going to be good, but now I'm like, girl, it sounds like your husband is the weak spot. And now that everyone knows that your husband is your weak spot, best believe every read moving forward is going to be with your husband in mind. Miam.
She said, you need to be careful what you say. Can I please finish? That's my humor. She doesn't know me. My man does not have competition. And you don't laugh and say, the owner of that restaurant was quite fond of you. And
like, it's so lighthearted. Girl, it's like you have a stick up somewhere that it doesn't belong. Jazzy. And for somebody that is such a fun girl, it's like you took that way too far. Maybe she just doesn't like Tia, which would explain why she kept saying to Tia that Tia uses a lot of filters. Maybe she doesn't like her, and that's just a way of expressing that. But I'm very disappointed in you, Jazzy. Get it together.
It was tongue in cheek. This is Mr. Sunshine we talking about.
Did y'all see Mr. Sunshine?
Like, come on.
Jazzy, we clearly know Mr. Sunshine ain't no competition for Darius. We talking about a man with 2 teeth and 2 dreads.
Welcome to Nevis.
Not 2 teeth and 2 dreads. Okay, Kiana, keep behaving like this, and we might keep you.
I'm not even getting why this is escalated to what it is.
That is exactly how I feel. Like, I don't understand how it is escalated. You should be able to like giggle and laugh with your girl, be like, oh, like little things like that. Like, it just feels like she took it entirely too far, and I don't get it. It's just too far.
same person that sat in that van and told me in a giggly kind of way.
Yeah, like, girl, you're doing too much. Take a chill pill. And I love how Tia was like, it looks like you have a bit of anger issues. Like, because she's like, I'm not doing this with you. What is all this energy? Let's see what the people are saying. Jazzy is doing too much. Tia is funny. I don't care. Like, Tia, her and Karen would be a ball. Completely agree. Low key, Mr. Sunshine looked like he could be Darius's daddy. Oh no. 2 teeth and 2 dreads is excruciating. That is so funny. Putting on for the camera, I cannot. This is the one, honey. This is the one that I feel it is so disappointing that it feels like she is putting up for the cameras. Watching people misunderstand British humor is funny. Yep. Jazzy is looking for a moment. Now, this is another good one. Jazzy is so insecure about her relationship. Girl, your husband knows you're not going to get back at him for having a baby on you. Oops. And a oop. Y'all said Kay is angry, but I call it being real. Jazzy is performative and insufferable. Oh my gosh. Can they be both? They be snapping about absolutely nothing. Yep, that is what it is given. Is like, Jazzy, of all the things that you could have snapped about, I would have appreciated. Maybe she just really wanted to make her mark this trip, and she was like, oh, I need to like snap at somebody so I can have some some views or some episodes, or I can be in more episodes. Like, I don't get it. Jazzy was worried her man was going to call off the wedding. Oh, is this T? Who is this person? I said the same, but he needs to chill out for a bit. Oh. Tia was messing with her bag baby. Oh, allegedly, because this ain't me. This is me reading, honey. Now, why is Mr. Sunshine catching strays? Mr. Sunshine's probably watching this episode irritated. Like, how they say I have 2 dreads and no teeth? Like, what is going on? It was a joke. She's offended because of her cheating fiance. Ooh, sees that clip, he might call the wedding off. Oh. I did not think about that, but maybe. But I definitely think she did way too much. It was not even that deep. Like, I don't understand why you have so much energy and you have so much vim. It's not necessary. Like, nobody really thinks that man is your man's competition. Like, your man got money, right? That man, oh, well, I don't know what the man got, but maybe he just doesn't look like he got the money, but he may. Who knows, right? But like Kiana said, he didn't he only has like 2 dreads. So like I don't know, honestly. When they put the side by side of them together, just like I don't know, that just tickled me so much. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely tickled me so much. Okay. I do want to show you guys one last thing. But before that, let me just have a quick look just to see if anything else came up. Because I know the Stacy thing just came up now, but I want to make sure nothing else has happened that I want to cover. Okay, don't really see anything else, anything new that I want to cover. I think let's talk about the Braxtons tomorrow. I definitely feel like I would have a lot to say about the Braxtons tomorrow. Definitely need to like watch it. I'll probably watch it either tonight or first thing or tomorrow so that we can like talk about it. Because I feel like a lot needs to be said about the Braxtons. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like I've seen a lot of clips on social media, but because I haven't watched the season, I'm like, not the season, because I haven't watched the episode, I don't want to come to you guys without having all the facts. So I want to watch it tomorrow, watch it maybe a few times so I don't miss anything, and then come to you guys with my commentary tomorrow. So make sure if you have not turned on your notifications, because I don't know when I'm going to go live tomorrow. It may be in the morning, or it may be around this time, or both. So make sure you turn on your notifications and subscribe if you haven't. And so that if I do go live tomorrow, well, more like when I do go live tomorrow, not if, when I do go live tomorrow, you guys can join in and you will not miss a thing. Okay, so let me play the last thing I had for y'all. And this is about Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly. So let me play that for you guys. So let me just make sure that you guys can see it. Yes, it looks like it is showing. All right, let's watch it together.
You heard from any of the cast members from M2M? If so, how do you feel about Dr. Devonley being
not somebody saying Devonley? Oh my gosh. But it feels like people are always asking her this question, because I feel like I've seen another live where that's the same question again. It's like people like to stir up ish. And I feel like that's exactly what they're doing here, because it's like of all the questions you lot can ask her, like first you then ask her about this and then you call Heavenly Devonly. Now, I'm not really mad at it because Heavenly has her ways. So whatever you lot want to call her, it is what it is.
demoted to a friend?
Who is Devonly? Sorry, I mean, I was like confused. Sorry.
You get what you get.
And you don't pitch a fit.
Right, you get what you get. When you being nasty, you get what you get. So I really don't care.
I
don't want to. I don't know why people are like It's funny. People just make up rumors and people run with it. Like, if you truly are a fan or a supporter, make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I speak all the time openly about that, about my relationship, and so I will never steer you wrong. We're still together. I don't even know who even started that. It sounds like some hating assholes started some.
So yeah, it says you get that when you're nasty. It's interesting though. I hate the fact that I can hear a little bit of music, and I'm a bit concerned because I'm not trying to get no copyright strikes or anything. And these music bits be causing all sorts of like copyright issues. So let's just hope I don't get any sort of copyright issues. Just to put that out there. But it seems like she's also addressing the whole divorce rumors, and I haven't really seen like people rumors about Sweet Tea's husband and them getting a divorce, but I guess if she's addressing it, maybe it is like a legitimate thing and there is like some sort of rumor going around where people are wondering if she's getting a divorce. I personally do not, like, of course, I never wish for anybody to get a divorce or anybody to go through a divorce. That goes without saying. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their marriage or isn't, but at least she is clarifying that she ain't getting a divorce. They are good. Things are all good and nothing to worry about here. So, that is very much received. Um okay, let me just have one quick look on this just to see if there's anything else that needs to be talked about. If not, we'll call it a night and then we can come back tomorrow to deal with the Braxtons because I have a lot of thoughts about the Braxtons and I feel like some of y'all may not be happy about my thoughts, some of y'all may be shocked about my thoughts, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow. But what I will do to make sure that I'm bringing you guys honest commentary that is true to my perspective on the show, I will watch it properly, keep my eyes open, especially when it comes to the interaction with the sisters, because I feel like there's going to be like very nuanced points because I saw some clips and I feel like there's going to be very nuanced points that I need to be like fully like present to talk about and I don't want to miss talking about. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely something that we can like really focus on and like talk about tomorrow and then anything else that does come up tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging with me. It's past the 2-hour mark now. I am tired and I do still have a few other bits like work related stuff I need to do tonight. So I'm just going to call it a night. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you to everyone who has been in the chat, leaving comments, engaging. Really, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button if you guys haven't already. And to those who would be listening after the facts, replay gang, thank you so much for listening. Please hit that like button. And also don't forget to let us know what you guys think in the chat as well. I love reading comments from the replay gang as well as the live chat. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for a wonderful live and happy Monday again to everybody. I hope that this week brings amazing things for you guys. And I hope that you have a productive week this week. So stay tuned. We have a lot of different lives that are happening this week. So make sure you join in and make sure you turn on your notifications so you know every single time that I post or go live. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye.